Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to be doing something very different than we usually do on this channel. Most times in my video I'm teaching you how to do clothing tutorials, but today I'm just going to be teaching you a really cool pattern that I seen today and I wanted to bring to my audience. So this is known as the column and bowl pattern. So if you take a really good look, it's really nice. It's composed of trebles. It's a really cool pattern. I feel like this would be perfect as like a bikini cover up. You can see like a seashell type of look and it's really cool. So if you are interested in knowing how I went about doing this pattern, then I would advise you to continue watching. So for this tutorial, I am using a 5mm crochet hook. I am also just using this Super Saver yarn. This yarn is really old. I've had this for years, so I don't remember which color this is, but I know this is the Super Saver brand. So you can find this at your local Walmart. So to begin this pattern, you want to come up with a number that is a multiple of 8 and then add 12 to that number. So for me, I'm going to be making a chain of 28. That is 8 times 2, which is 16 plus 12 equaling 28. So I did a multiple of 8 and then I added my 12. So I'm going to start by making a chain of 28. So once you have completed your chain of 28, you are going to place a total of 5 trebles into the 8th stitch away from the hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into the 8th space away from the hook, or 8th stitch away from the hook, I'm going to be placing a total of 5 trebles. Oh, let me redo that. So we know trebles we yarn over 3 times, so that's a total of 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count down again, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So into my 8th stitch away from the hook, I'm going to go ahead and place 5 trebles into that same space. So that's 1 treble. I'm going to continue placing a total of 5, and I will come back once I have completed that. So once you have placed your total of 5 trebles into that 8th stitch away from the hook, you are going to skip 3 stitches, so that's skipping 1, 2, 3, and into your 4th stitch you're going to place a single treble. Alright, once you have placed your single treble into that 4th space, you're going to skip 3 spaces again, 1, 2, 3, and into your 4th space you're going to place 5 trebles. So if you can tell, we are alternating between 5 trebles, skipping 3, 1 treble, skip 3, 5 trebles, skip 3, 1 treble, skip 3, 5 treble, skip 3, and you're going to continue that pattern until you are at your last space. So we are coming up on our last space here. Of course, we're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3. So in our last space, you're going to place a single treble. Alright, if you take a look at our very first row, you notice we started off with a single treble. We went to 5 trebles in that space, a single treble, 5 trebles into that space. a single treble, 5 trebles into that space, and ending our row, we have a single treble. So the next thing you're going to do is chain up 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work into that very same space. So into this very same space, the very first space, you're going to place 2 more trebles into that same space. Alright, so into that space you've placed 2 additional trebles. So here now it looks like you have 3 trebles at the very start. You're going to go ahead and prepare for your next treble. Now your next treble is going to be a single treble, and it's going to go on top of this middle stitch. So you notice you have 5 different trebles here. So you have 2 on this side, 2 on this side. That very middle stitch is where you're going to place your next treble. Your next treble is going to go on top of this single treble. So you're going to be placing 5 in the space that sits on top of this single treble. So go ahead and place 5 treble into that same space. So this space here that we just went into is going to get 5 trebles. Alright, so now we have a total of 5 trebles that went into that space that was on top of our single treble from the previous row. Now, like we did earlier, by placing our single treble of this row on the middle stitch of our previous row, so that middle stitch here, we place our single treble. So we're going to be alternating between 5 treble in the same space and a single treble. You're going to alternate similar to how you did your very first row. So you're going to go ahead and prepare for your next treble, and you're going to go into that center space with your single treble. So if you look here, that single space, you have a total of 5 here. So you have 2 on this side, 2 on this side. That very middle treble, that's the one in the middle here, the one in the middle gets your single treble. So you're going to prepare for your next trebles, and you're going to place 5 trebles on top of your single treble of the previous row. So that same space, which is here, you're going to place your 5 trebles. So go ahead and finish up this row. Once you have placed your single treble for this space here, we will come back and I will show you what to do next. Alright, so we're at the ending almost here. We are going to be placing a total of 3 treble to end our row. So this, not this space here, but the stitch right beside it is where you're going to be placing your total of 3 trebles. So you're going to go into the space that's right next to it and place your 3 trebles. So in the space that is right next to this space here, you're going to go ahead and place your total of 3 trebles. Alright. Alrighty, like so. Alright, for our next row, you are going to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work, and you're going to go right into placing 5 trebles on top of your single treble of this row. So go ahead and place your 5 treble. It's 2 so far. Alright, you have placed your total of 5 treble into the space that is of your single treble of the previous row. Of course, you're going to prepare for another treble. Place it in the middle stitch here. You're going to prepare for another treble and place 5 here into this space that sits on top of your single treble of the previous row. And then here your single treble goes into the middle treble or the middle stitch of this. 5 go in this space, and on the very end you're going to place a single treble. You're going to chain up 4 and alternate. So continue alternating for each row. It's fairly easy and fairly simple as long as you continue to alternate. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my total of 4 rows. So I only have 2 done and I'm on the 3rd one. I'm going to finish up 4. Then I'm going to come back and show you what it should look like. So I went ahead and I finished up my 4 rows, and this is how your pattern, as long as you are following the instructions, this is how it should be looking, or it should look a lot like this. Very beautiful. Kind of reminds me of seashells a bit. And I really like this pattern. So this was just to show you how to do this pattern. Of course, you know you can adjust it and make yourself a top. You can make yourself some shorts. You can make yourself a blanket, a bikini cover up, a bikini. You can make yourself a multitude of things just following this pattern. So if you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys' support. I love you guys so much. You are helping my channel to grow, and I really appreciate you guys. So please, again, hit the subscribe button. Comment down below, do you find this to be easy? Do you find this to be challenging? What would you make following this pattern? And until next time, my next video, it may be a clothing tutorial, or it may be us learning a cool pattern together. You have to stay tuned to find out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.